Turn to textbook page 105, grammar 3.4, the honorific ending 세요. Let's take a look at these two expressions and let's just compare. 어떻게 지내요? 어떻게 지내세요? Please recall 어떻게 지내요? That expression is asking about the other party's well-being. It can be translated as how are you or how are you doing? When you look at these two expressions, the difference between these two are 세, 어떻게 지내요 and 어떻게 지내세요. Today we are going to look at the characteristics for this expression 세. This 세 can be found in other expressions. 안녕하세요. Hi, hello. 안녕하세요. 누구세요? 누구세요? 비키세요. What is 세요 then? 세요 is an honorific form of 어유 and 아요. So 어유, 아요 is just a plain, regular, the polite speech style, and 세요 is an honorific form. Basically, this is a combination of honorific marker 세 and the polite ending 어유, 아요. So it becomes 세요. 자, when do you use 세요? Here's the context. There are three different contexts. One, polite, informal, unpolite form is used to describe someone older or higher than your social status, their action, or how they are. So if the subject is another person, you use this form. Please understand, never use honorific form to describe one's own action or that of an inanimate thing. You cannot use this form for yourself. This form is also used to make a polite request. 자, let me provide it in context. So let's say these two girls are classmates, and let's say the first person, Lisa, is asking to Cindy, 우산 있어요? What does that mean? Do you have an umbrella with you? 우산 있어요? And then she goes, 없어요. So they both use just a regular form because they are maybe classmates. Let's just compare this context. She's asking the same question to her teacher. 선생님, 우산 있으세요? Do you have an umbrella with you? So look at this, 있으세요. So she's using a polite form. But the meaning is exactly the same thing as 있어요. Do you have an umbrella with you? But this question is addressed to a senior person. And then the teacher says the same thing, 없어요. So the professor used a non-honorific polite ending because the listener is an equal or inferior. Okay, so when you ask a question to a senior person, you have to use this form to show respect. And also, when for the third person, the honor person, when you describe the third person's the action or who they are, or in that case also, if third person is an honor person, you also use this form. So let's say these two guys are talking of a third person who is not at the moment, 선생님. And they both use 세요. 한국어 선생님이 누구세요? Who is the Korean teacher? So they're talking about 한국어 선생님. And then the other guy says, 이민수 선생님이세요. So he also used the honorific form, 이세요. So notice that they both use honorific form to show respect to a third person who is 한국어 선생님. So Professor Lee, 한국어 선생님, is respected by both speaker. In talking about him, both speaker use the honorific ending. And this form is also used to make a polite request. 앉으세요. What is 앉으세요? Please take a seat. Please read a book. So this form also can be used in this kind of context as well. 뭐 하세요? What are you doing? So take a look at 하세요 instead of 해요. The polite request. 누구세요? 이세요. He's nice. 좋으세요. So they both use 세요 form. 가세요. 읽으세요. 인사하세요. 숙제하세요. Now, we have reviewed the content. This is time to practice conjugation. So the conjugation is, you always go back to the dictionary form of the predicate, verb and adjective. If the verb and adjectives ending with consonant, then you add 으세요. While the predicate ending with vowel, the last syllable of each predicate, and with a vowel, then you add 세요. Here's example. 가다. What is the same 가? This one just remove 다, and this one ending with a vowel. So according to the rule, you attach 세요, so it becomes 가세요, 하세요. And then the third one 있다. This one, the same ending with consonant, so 읽기요. So you add 으세요, and it becomes 읽으세요, 쓰세요, 앉으세요. So always remember this basic rule. However, to eat, 먹다, 먹다 is its own verb, the honorific verb, which is 드세요. So do not use 먹으세요, but instead use 드세요 when you describe a senior person's eating something. 드세요, 드세요. 자, so 가세요, 앉으세요, 인사하세요, 읽으세요. All of them are polite requests. For 이다, the regular form is 이에요, 예요, depending on the preceding noun. The analytic form is 이세요 or 세요, depending on the form. 이세요, 세요. 있다 has its own two analytic verbs. For possession is 있으세요. For existence, 계세요. So always remember this verb 있다. Recall 있다 can be used in two different contexts, possession and existence. And depending on the context, you have two analytic verbs. So please choose the correct form. 선생님, 책이 possession 있으세요? The teacher, Professor Choi, do you have the book with you? 책이 있으세요. 선생님이, but the subject is honor person and you are describing someone staying somewhere. So existence, you use 계세요. 선생님이 집에 계세요. So I wanted to practice conjugation first of all. So please turn to workbook, page 51 and complete H. This is time workbook, not textbook. Workbook, page 51, section H. And here's an answer. Please check out your answer. 앉으세요, 읽으세요, 있으세요, 없으세요, 크세요, 가세요, 만나세요, 이세요, 아니세요.